guys, it's Jenny Jen the Plant Friend coming to you with another planty video. Today's video is going to be some catch-up plant care, checking out, been on vacation for a couple weeks, checking out any casualties or things that we've had along the way. So if this is your first time joining me, welcome to my channel. I am Jenny Jen the Plant Friend, the pink lady. If you are a return subscriber, you guys know I love you to life. Love you, love you, love you. You know how I have to do my little thing. So anyway, yeah, so we've got several things to get done. I've missed you guys, and I'm just happy to be back and get the wheels turning again. So yeah, so anyway, we're going to get into the video. I have several things that I need to up pot. I'm going to show you some casualties and talk about a little bit about how they got there, or how I feel like they got there anyway. It's hard to get back into the flow of things when you've taken some time off. So I'm kind of scatterbrained today, it seems. But yeah, we'll see what we can get done. We'll show you what's been happening. The person that took care of my plants was my granddaughter Ryan, and did a pretty decent job. Like, I left lots of things, little tags around the house of things for her to do. But the reason I say decent and not excellent was because there were some things that were like bone dry and other things that were overwatered. So it was like, most of my plants are hydroponically grown, so semi-hydro, and with the leca balls or pond, and things were like way overwatered, and then some things were not watered at all. So anyway, I appreciate what she did do. Let me make sure I say that. Don't come for me, because it could have been a lot worse. But I just want to show you one casualty that I came home to, and I was like, I almost couldn't even identify this plant. Now, I could do wet sticks because I actually really like this plant, but I don't know that I have the energy or the time to do wet sticks. Lots of roots. I think what happened was it was in water, and I think it dried out. I think there was just no water like in the bottom or whatever, and so yeah, so that was one casualty. Not bad if I had to have a casualty. And then the other is my cutting of my, this looks like Addisonian maybe? I think that's what this is. I got this cutting from Donna recently. Sorry, Donna. But I put it in pond, but it didn't get any love while I was away. So I'm going to try to salvage what's left. And it's pushing out some new growth, so maybe. And I know you can get these at a dime a dozen, but it's just that Donna gave it to me, so I was trying to make her proud. But anyway, that one. But yeah, so it's not a whole lot. Again, the Ripsalises did fine. The Hoyas, for the most part, like, it was, she would choose from the Hoya wall, and I was thinking she'd go each plant, and so some were watered and some were not. This is a Donna Hoya that's behind me. I think you can kind of see it. The New Guinea Ghost was so wrinkled, the leaves are curled in and everything, but I watered her and she did come back. She made a comeback. So nobody actually died, but my Hoya, my shooting star Hoya, I think it's root bound, and I think I'm going to need to chop it way back, because it's really big. Let me just get her. Okay, so this is her, and I can't figure out, this guy blooms all the time, had been doing really, really well, but when I came back, she's all yellowed, and so what I thought I would do is go in here and chop her way back to try and salvage her and maybe start her over, because I don't see the tag, but I've had her for a while, and but she's not looking the best since the trip. Yeah, so I think I have another cutting, but there's a top cut there that I should be able to get rooted, and maybe, you know, maybe to make a decent sized plant of this guy, because I really love this guy. It blooms all the time, and the matter of fact, there's a bloom on that corner, and I'll try and leave that stem until it blooms. Maybe I won't. And also, this is the one Hoya that when after it blooms. Sorry, I almost dropped her. After she blooms, she drops her peduncles, which is interesting. Matter of fact, there's one here that's about to, you won't be able to see it, but it was just kind of hanging on there. That's what they do. They just dry up and fall off. We'll sit her here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so let's see what else we can show you. This is my strawberry shake, and this guy was not doing well. I chopped it way back. It at least had water in it, and it's pushing out new roots and everything, so I'm gonna pot this guy up. I need to go ahead and do that, so why don't we just do that. We'll do a couple of plant chores in this video. I think we'll go with this cup. And we'll just put her in pawn. I think that's what she was in before. And I do have a insurance cutting that I was actually trying to sell of this guy, but I never did get it sold. So now I think I'll just keep it because, you know, I had to cut this one way back, and then the top is, I'm not going to take that off, but it's drying out, but it's pushing out something there. So not real sure what's going on with this guy. Yeah, I think we'll just so we'll go ahead and put this guy in here. I did get some new little trellises, not trellises, but that one, but we'll just take this so she'll have a little support. So yeah, so that's her. We'll keep you posted on how she does. Let's see what else we're gonna do. I'm gonna attack this today. This one is like down here pretty good. Her roots are in the water, but let's go ahead and we'll start chopping her, and we'll see where we end up. Okay. So let's see. I really don't want to chop her all the way back. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll just take off as much of the yellowing as I can. Like we take this top piece off here. And see this one? Ooh, lots of sap, lots of sap. Out of this one, I may be able to cut it again here. I'll let those go. And then maybe take off all of the bottom leaves of this one. Alright, well, that's what's left of it, that cute little guy. And then I really didn't want to take this peduncle off, but yeah, it needs to go because it's all yellow up here. So, you know, I just had a thought. Maybe I should check the roots before I chop it way back. I already started, so I'm just gonna, since I went to this, I'm gonna keep it at the same. hated to lose that peduncle, but there's too much going on this side. I'll just try it like this. I'll just try. And so she still needs that top trellis, and I could very well go in here and just chop away all of the yellow leaves, but what I think I'm going to do is lift the plant up and see what's going on underneath there. How's that? We'll try to get it out of the, this is like one of those two outer inner pot things. It's always hard to get these up. Oh man. Whoa. Like that. There we go. So I can't even say that this is on Ryan, because look at this guy. He's made a whole new pot under there. And the roots are in the water. So, but before I cut it back any further, what I'm going to do is cut off these roots and up pot this guy. Yeah, look at that. That's a whole pot. That's like crazy. And I already know I'm going to lose these, so there's no sense in me trying to save them, because we already know what happens when I pull it up. So if I'm going to do this, this is the, okay, so make like a little shelf under there of roots. So we will take it out of this pot. I was trying to save that root, at least that one, but it didn't work out. So there's a lot going on with this guy. Like, he was just root bound, and I mean the roots feel pretty good, but yeah. I think I'm gonna just take this down around it and get another pot. So this one is the same as here, but deeper. So we could try this one. Yeah, that's not much more room. That's not gonna work. Well, this one, but it looks like it's almost too big, you know? Let's see, is this bigger than this? Okay, so I found this pot. I think it's not as big as the other two that I was trying to go with. So let's just put it. Okay, this one should work. Yeah, this is gonna work. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. All right, that looks so much better. So we'll just have to watch this guy. We have a couple insurance cuttings. So the only thing that I probably want to do, sometimes I take and put little holes, if I can do it. What I was gonna do was put a little hole. Oh, I know, my heating element. Where is that? All right, so got my tools now. I'm just gonna burn a hole, if it's ready. I'll show you what I'm doing in a minute. I can't hold this up. All right. And so I have zip ties, because what happens is, not necessarily need these. I don't need the really large ones. I can just this one. And then what we do is, this is how we lift this up to check on the water level. So this is what I did. I can show you now. I can lift her up. So what I did was put holes on either side of the pot, and then that way when I place it down in the cash pot, outer pot, let's see, it's not going, yeah, then it's not difficult to check the water reservoir. I just pick, since it's no longer clear, I can just pick it up like so and check it. Just want to make sure, yeah. Okay, there we go. Wow, that was work. Okay, so we'll get these guys maybe potted up in perlite so we can root them. And I'm sure I'm going to lose the peduncle. I'm not really concerned about that. Alright, and that's that. Okay, so the next thing that I want to get done today is before I left for my trip, I cut back my Australis Lisa, Hoya Australis Lisa, and I need to, it's very rooted and it's drying out a lot, so time to put her in her permanent spot. But I also wanted some cuttings for the shop, so I'm going to take this down and see after I make my new mother plant what's left. And then we'll pot up what's left or whatever. So let's just make sure everybody's good and rooted. I have to put that back together. I don't know. Okay. Now, one of the things, okay, we'll fix that later. So I was trying to prevent this legginess by putting, but it ended up losing some bottom leaves, and so it still didn't work like what my intent was, because it's still very leggy. Okay, so that's the first one. Let's just get as much of the perlite off, because we're going to be putting her in, she was in Lucca before, I think, so we'll be putting her back in Lucca or Pond. Just looking for a nice, okay. And then the second one, it didn't get as leggy. Not sure why. Yeah, but it's rooted. Okay, well, it did get a little leggy. I think I'm going to have to cut this and root it again, because it's so leggy. Or maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave those roots and do something like that and put a trellis in there. Where's that one I just got? That might be perfect for this. Okay. That'll be the new mama plant. And then this one. So what I think I want to do is just cut it here. I just need to figure out where to cut it because it's tilting there. So cut it there and root it again. Yeah. So I think this is going to be a plant. I am going to put this one on the shop. I am. So let's move that. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in my chunky mix here. So we'll be ready to ship. Very nice. Very nice. But I think I'm going to put a little stick in there. But it's okay, it's holding its own. But I may put a little support in there. So this one's going on the shop. That's really pretty. I like that. And it is rooted, so it's just the nodes are so close together. But that's support. Hard to get this in there to kind of clip it, but so it's about a 4-inch. Okay, now for my big girl here. This is the one I'm going to use, I believe. Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and stick this guy in there because it's rooted. And then we're just going to backfill. This one is not down in there, and I'm glad I saw that because it would just rot away. We better fix it now. There we go. I really want this down in there further. Nice. We're happy with our new mother plant. Love it. Even the leggy one, which I'll probably do something like this, so it's not just dangling. Yeah, that's cute. And now this one, I think I am going to root this in perlite, but I'm gonna have to lose these 2 bottom leaves just to make sure we get. I really hate doing that, especially when it's a pretty plant. So I could even, maybe I'll just root it in the pot. I'm going to ship it out in. How about that? So I'll label this one unrooted and the other one rooted. Number 1, I think I'll have rooted, and number 2 will be unrooted. So don't come for me because I'm going to make sure that didn't work out. All right. So when I take the pictures, I'll make sure and say rooted or unrooted and rooted. I know which one's rooted and unrooted. So there you go. And this one is my new guy that I will water down. So I'll put it here so I don't forget. Okay. Okay, so I've been growing these Hoya Commengii. They started out very small. I was really planning to sell them. I took some to markets that didn't work out. So my goal is today is to just take them out of, because I'm over the moss and the small plants. So I guess I need probably, let's see if I can get this off of here easy without watering them. But most of them well, all of them should be well rooted. But I'm gonna, sure, lose some of the roots with this moss situation, but they will be rooted. And I'm just gonna make little plants and sell them on the shop. I'm done with, you know, this whole get up, because this is more work for me to have to water, keep this moss moistened and everything. So yeah. So we'll make hopefully we'll be able to get about 4 plants out of this. Oh, so we put like something like these together. And I have a listing for, I think, well, I have to double check, for Commengii, so I'll just be renewing that listing, but the plants will look different, so I'll take new pictures and everything. So we don't have to take all of the moss off because I am putting it in the chunky mix. So I'm not going to take it all off, like so. Okay, so like let's say we're going to put about 4 or 5 stems in each plant. You know how I make such a mess when I'm working with soil, so I'm leaning off to the side to my bucket so that I don't have it all over the place. So when you see me disappearing, I'm not hiding from you guys, I'm just working out of my bucket. All right, so that's what we ended up with. So I'll do like 1, 2, or 3, or A, B, or C, or something like that, and you can decide. And the goal is I'm gonna have to kind of corral them like this when I ship them. So, yeah. So anyway, that's that. Okay, well, that concludes this video for today. Thank you so much for making it to the end. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment below, check me out on Etsy, check me out on Instagram. You know the deal. Just check me out, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye. A few pictures from my recent 15-day cruise to Hawaii. Visited several islands with my sisters. Had a really great time. Just thought I'd share a few pictures with you guys. Hope you enjoy. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.